touching the head. We have too many people here out here. We're getting this resting here, okay? We have to be so much more aware. We can't, if we're gonna touch the head with our collar tie hand, we cannot rest in here. Anyone gonna have a good offense here or a good even negative defense, right? Don't rest here. If I'm gonna touch the head, I have to do something with it. Meaning, if I'm gonna touch Andrew's head, I'm gonna move it into a way he's not gonna be able to just suck me in here, all right? So if he knows I'm coming, I just grab, he's gonna suck me in and I'm in trouble here, all right? So, whether it's moving it first and then look, I have it here, move it, right? And as I move it, my elbow's back. Look, I'm not keeping it way up here, being lazy with it. Move it here. I always like to have my hands back, ready to attack. All right, Coach, they wanted to go over some crackdown stuff. One thing I'm really gonna stress today, we're gonna get into high crotch and we're gonna make sure we're not forcing it, okay? Meaning that this is a crackdown here. So we can't finish here, Andrew swells back, boom, we get back to this position. Now, if I force the position, sprawl back, Andrew, and I just force it and go here, my shoulder's gonna start coming out, and then we're gonna be in bad position from the beginning. Okay? So a big part of being successful here is not forcing it, so when we do get to that position, we're comfortable. But if we get to the position, I forced it, and my shoulder's out, I'm gonna spend this whole time maybe getting back into good position here, let alone finishing. All right? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna move the head, do not rest your elbow up here. Collar tie, you can use it, great effective setup and all that, but don't rest it. Think of that when you're out here, just like you're moving your feet. If you're thinking, oh, my collar tie's resting on here, not being active, you gotta move your hand, okay? Move the head. Just pull the head, circle. And again, if he starts grabbing, we're just gonna circle, pull, right there, okay?
Mark, you're good, limp on that, huh?
Yeah, if you feel him starting to grab it, okay, do not let him get this, because I fought this, you get guys that, trying to keep everything close, they're gonna pin you up here for a while, right? So right here, as I circle, he starts to grab it, whip it out of there, so we can get back to our motion, all right? And that's natural, you see it a lot, everyone's drilling, grabbing here. But we're trying to break, every time we touch him, we wanna have some intent there. Not just kind of resting. If I'm touching his head, I'm going to do it with intent to move and set up here. Pull it here, now I'm ready.
Guys,
never like hanging, right?
Rule number one, man, if you're touching him, you're moving him, period. If you're touching him, you're moving him. If you're touching him, just to touch him, you're probably going to get taken down, popped, you're not moving your feet. If he's not moving, you're not moving your feet. If you're touching him, you're moving, period.
Yeah, 100%, right? And even drilling, I know it's drilling, some of y'all, it's not the most exciting thing, right? But when we're drilling, this is where we get in our good habits or bad habits, right? So if I'm just in here, Andrew, we're just gonna here, and then I'm gonna do my shot. This is thinking, you're used to doing this 50 times in practice, because we're not really concentrating a whole lot, it's gonna translate further, all right? So anytime we're touching, elbows in, move, touching the head now, I'm moving. Okay? So what I want you to do now, hand fight a little bit, move, don't rest your elbow up there, get to a high crotch here, boom. Okay? Get to our high crotch. Now, what's our number one finish here every time? Right here, right? Good old fashioned. And that's what's gonna really start the whole crackdown position. I have to try here to finish, right? Here, boom, got it. Okay, because if this guy knows I'm just going to get in and crack down, it's going to make it hard, right? So move the head, don't rest your collar tie. Finish. We're going to start finishing there. Don't ever get in a habit of being here and just forget it. Because your elbow's going to come out, it's going to be miserable down there, right? All right, and there are ways where if he's not really, if he knows it's coming, we can still change our position. Let's go over now to get to that position. All right. So let's just go out. We're going to drill, finish the high crotch, move the head, finish the high crotch, boom. Right here, run it down. So just for a couple minutes, and we'll come back in. We'll get into our positioning. All right. 1, 2, 3.